this medium to greet you good morning, and it is a beautiful morning to you all. Welcome to Carnival Radio show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyukola, and this is Newspaper Review. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Leave Abuja Carnival Road Project. Federal government orders Julius Berger. Scores injured as police disperse Rivers local government workers with tear gas. ASU diverse as federal government drops IPPIS payment for tertiary institutions. Court summons Omobayo over alleged refusal to vacate Edo deputy governorship position. Kongi resident groan over hike in house rent as Yahoo boys flood city. Now to the news in details. The Federal Ministry of Works has directed Julius Berger, the contractor handling Section 1 rehabilitation of the Abuja-Kaduna Zaria-Kano Dua carriageway, to evacuate the project site. This followed a 14-day final termination notice issued to the company on Monday, dismissing any possibility of further negotiation. The ministry said the termination was based on a non-compliance with the reviewed cost, scope, and terms, stoppage of work, and refusal to remobilize to the site as directed. It noted that negotiations had been ongoing for several months without any significant progress. A statement by Director of Press and Public Relations, Mohammed Ahmed, disclosed this information on Monday in Abuja, stressing that decision was reached during a management meeting of the ministry at its headquarters. It will be recalled that Works Ministry had in the last 13 months been in constant talks with the company in order to reach an amiable position on the said alignment, but to no avail. The latest development follows an earlier threat by the minister to revoke the contract that was awarded to the company in 2018 when former President Muhammadu Buhari was in power. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Leave Abuja Kano Road Project. Federal government orders Julius Berger. In the meantime, the Academic Staff Union of Universities has diverged with the federal government over the reported removal of the union from the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System. On Monday, an online report stressed that the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation had confirmed that the deactivation of the IPPIS for federal tertiary institutions. It added that Director of Press and Public Relations at the OAGF, Bawa Moka, in an interview stated that it was only natural for the IPPIS platform for FTIS to be shut down, given the federal government directive to remove these institutions from the system. However, in an interview with National President Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, said it was simply a misuse of words adding that the guidelines still insisted that universities should send their salaries to IPPIS for verification and screening. As over time claimed the government template would enslave intellectuals as it did to not make provisions for payment of arrears of promotion, study leave allowance, or responsibility allowance, among others. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper as to diverse as federal government drops IPPIS payment for tertiary institutions. Why there was pandemonium in Isiokpo, headquarters of the Ikurele local government area, on Monday, as policemen dispersed workers with gunshot and tear gas canisters. The policemen were spotted in several patrol vans as they stormed the secretariat in a commando style, shooting sporadically to disperse workers who camped for safety. The incident prevented workers of the council from resuming work after such a directive was passed down from the National Union of Local Government Employees. The Ikurele local government area was the worst affected during the attack on some councils in the state by suspected political talks after the local government elections. Since then, the council and 2 others had been under lock and key to prevent a repeat of the arson and violence that greeted the reopening of the council headquarters by the police. The source, who craved anonymity to fear of his life, said, "This morning, National Union of Local Government Workers asked their members to resume work at the Ikurele local government." The Chief of Staff of Ikurele local government area, Richard Henry, confirmed the incident, saying there may be some casualties because many of the workers ran into the bushes. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Scores injured as police dispersed diverse local government workers with tear gas. In another development, a federal high court in Abuja yesterday ordered Goswin Omobayo, the embattled deputy governor of Edo, to appear in person before it on November 26 over his alleged disobedience to court judgment. Justice James Omotosho in the ruling held that the order was to give Omobayo, the alleged contemnor, a fair hearing and the opportunity to defend himself in line with Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The newsman reports that the reinstated deputy governor of Edo, Philip Shaibu, had filed the contempt charge of Omobayo to be committed to prison over his alleged refusal to vacate the deputy governorship position after a valid court judgment. Justice Omotosho had, on July 17, voided the impeachment of Shaibu as the deputy governor of Edo by the House of Assembly. The judge in the judgment ordered his reinstatement to his office on the ground that the Edo House of Assembly failed to comply with due process in the purported impeachment. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Court summons Omobayo over alleged refusal to vacate Edo deputy governorship election. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. House deficit is causing untold hardship on the people of Kogi State amid the present economic hardship in the country. Kogi, which shares boundaries with about 10 states in the country, is hosting the popular rivers Niger and River Benue. The strategic location of the state has made people settle down quickly since it was created in 1991. Under the then military regime of General Ibrahim Badamisi Babangida. The issues of housing before now were a little bit fair for both the indigenous and civil servants working with the federal and state government. Unfortunately, it is now a nightmare for people who do not have their own house to get accommodation. Some governors built houses for civil servants to ameliorate their sufferings. It should be recalled that during then military administration of Colonel Paul Omure, 9th December 1993, August 22, 1996, he built a Dankolo estate. Colonel Augustine Aniebu, August 1998 to May 1999, built what is now known as Aniebu Quarters. Additionally, during the civil regime of late Prince Abubakar Audu, May 29, 1999 to May 29, 2003, workers heaved a sign of relief concerning accommodation. News may observe recently that a single room that used to be 40,000, depending on the area, now goes for 80,000 to 100,000 naira. Also, one room and parlor self-contained that is usually given out by landlords for 120,000 to 150,000 is now going for 350,000 to 450,000. House rent for 2 and 3 bedroom flats is above 600,000, which is out for the reach of civil servants and other low-income earners in the state. This news was sourced from the Post newspaper. Kogi residents groan over hike in house rent as Yahoo boys flood city. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. Leave Abuja Kano Road project, federal government orders Julius Berger. Scores injured as police disperse rural local government workers with tear gas. Also diverse as federal government drops IPPIS payment for tertiary institutions. Court summons Mumbai over alleged refusal to vacate Edo deputy governorship position. Kogi residents groan over hike in house rent as Yahoo boys flood city. And that ends newspaper review this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. You can download Carnival Media app from Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains to say for you, please do well to enjoy the rest of your day and lay your hands on something productive. Till next time, I will become your way. Shalom.